Hi, Tuck. What do you want to say? I say welcome back to Stoneface Garage. Alright, getting ready for first fire here. I just want to take you through kind of a summary of the chassis and what we've done, and just kind of document this for posterity. So, Corvette fuel tank moved forward 4 inches and a custom filler neck made from components from filler neck supply. Showed this previously in the video. That's how it's going to all go together. There'll be another hose clamp here. That'll get cut to length when we get the chassis fit, and that's where it's going to come out. Very stock Corvette chassis. We've got stainless steel braided brake lines and stainless steel brakes, all redone, all new parking brake system. Copper nickel brake lines back there. I've reused the fuel lines. I put a supply return line because it was there. So I got the fuel pump that has the return feed, but we have a single line with a filter up to the carburetor. It's a Holley 650 with the HEI ignition. See, of course, the TH250C transmission. Lock-up torque converter, manual adjustment on the second gear band, filler, temporary loop here for the transmission cooling line, just to close that circuit while we're testing. Drive lines all fit up, all new U-joints. All rebuilt front end bushings. And all the control arms, again, new stainless steel brakes in the front. The alignment is done. Check that video. We've got the the aftermarket Allen Groves alternator with the 12 SI alternator. Needed a dual pulley to match the grooves. Stock Corvette power steering with the single pulley using the inner groove. So had to space out the alternator. I do have an Allen Groves AC condenser bracket that'll go on the right eventually when we hook up the system. Stock Corvette radiator core support with a modification to accept the later model aluminum radiator. Was able to use a stock upper Corvette 77, I think, radiator hose. I will be fabricating a lower hose, again from a partial Corvette, and some silicone and some fittings and clamps and things. So that should be, I'm just going to fire the motor dry for now, but if all goes well, we'll put some water in it and run it longer so that I can break in the cam. A new proportioning valve for the brakes. You can see the shifter mechanism. We've got a B&M quick shift slap shifter going in here in the stock transmission. As far as other chassis mods, really the only other thing here is there's a forward extra mount that was done for body and for the roll cage, to mount the rest of the roll cage in the body. This of course is the main piece of the roll cage. Brackets welded to the frame, and then this whole thing bolts in. And this is all one piece, but there are several other pieces, including the dash support bar to support the Victress dash. That all bolts together. So that is the overview. The exhaust, I'm using the later 409 stainless is what they are. Short tube headers from the Corvette, along with the Corvette Y-pipe Got just a single muffler going back here for now. I'll probably use the white pipe and get custom exhaust made for dual pipes going back out the back. But this is the chassis as it's going to look before we throw the floor pan on. Do a little bit of motor testing again first. Put the floor pan on and mount up the Victress body for finished body work. Alright, well, I've cobbled together a temporary wiring system, and I'm going to try to fire this for the very first time. I'm an optimist. I have my hearing protection on. Well, let's just see how it goes. So apparently I was not getting any ignition happening there. So wiring, kind of checking that over, double, triple checking, and do a little troubleshooting here. But it is turning over and it sounds. So I was using this cheap old ignition switch I had, and you know, when it fired right away the first time, as soon as I let the key off, it quit. The two ignition terminals, I guess, were not, you know, staying hot when the key came back, or I was turning too far or something. So I ended up swapping the distributor wire off the HEI right to the battery terminal. You know, with the clamp that I had on there already, and that's when it fired, like it stayed live. So excellent result. Here you go. There's your smoke. The damn wire loom retainer was sitting there on the header. Burned up in 2 seconds. Plus I got to tighten up the exhaust. A little bit of exhaust leak there, but it will run.